I'm going to be doing a get ready with me today. Good morning. I am in a place at the moment where my brain is just like blurg. I'm not really feeling myself. I've had a lot going on. All good things, but it's just made me feel very busy and very out of place in myself. And that has led me to feel like I need to do a little bit of an autumn reset. Autumn starts this week, so it's the perfect opportunity to just go through things in my home and with myself and just have a little bit of a reset. Last week I got back from my trip to Vietnam and South Korea. I then got a little ill from like the plane / the aircon and a combination of things and just sheer exhaustion. So you could probably still hear that a little bit in my voice now. But I felt like since I got back, I haven't really felt very human. I haven't really felt very me. I spent the weekend relaxing, which was really nice and very much needed. But also before I went, I was so intensely busy in all aspects of my life to prep myself for going that I think I kind of lost a couple of things in the process there. I didn't really make much time just for me. I didn't really make much time to sort out the little bits in my home that have now become bigger bits because I haven't sorted them out sooner. And just generally things accumulated. I was basically doing multiple months worth of content prep and filming and work within about a month, which was a lot. And I did that so that I could get ahead of myself when I got back. And now I do really appreciate that because I am ahead of myself. So that's a great feeling. But it definitely meant that I was struggling a little bit at the end before I was leaving to go on this trip, but I'm so glad I did it. On top of all of that, I was also doing more freelance hours and I was working like kind of double speed during my day job to try and cover when I was going to be away. So lots of stuff was happening and my brain was just a bit like, so now we're just going to reset. We're going to set things back. It's very much needed. I did do a reset video at the start of the summer, so I feel like maybe these will become seasonal things, but this one today is going to be focusing on two different things. We're going to be focusing one on me, on resetting myself and making myself feel a little bit more like me. I feel like I've entered into the stage of life at the moment where I'm definitely not prioritizing my appearance over anything else, which is fine. Like, you don't need to prioritize appearance over things, but I definitely feel like I used to be somebody who really enjoyed wearing fun outfits and doing nice makeup, and I just haven't done that for a long time, I don't think, and if I have, it's been very sporadic, and I kind of miss that side of myself. And I think because I work from home and I often don't see anybody on the day-to-day, I just have kind of fallen into the routine of obviously wearing comfy clothes, like why wouldn't you when you're working from home, and not really doing much makeup and stuff, and just kind of working around the way I look depending on what I'm filming, really. And I think I would like to change that a little bit. Like, obviously I'm still going to be comfortable and I'm still going to very much like not care about my appearance when I'm not doing anything on that day. Like, what's the point if you're just going to be sat at home anyway? But I would like to have more days where I do feel like I've made an effort. That's something I enjoy doing, and I don't feel like I've done that much at the moment, and I think that's kind of getting to me a little bit and making me quite aware of that. So I want to sort that out. But then secondly, I just want to sort out things around my home. I'm generally very tidy as a person, like everything has its place, but there's a couple of areas that have just been building up that I know I need to sort out, and I think it's just accumulating, and I think I'd like to try and do a deep clean as well and just sort out general bits. So that's the plan for this video. The first room we're going to start in is, I think, the easiest, and is the bedroom, which is why we're in here today. This is the room I focused on in my last reset video, and honestly, there's not much to do in here. Like, things have pretty much still stayed the same. I sorted out the wardrobe back there, and that is still sorted out and fine. I sorted out under the bed, and that is still fine, all the drawers. It's just a couple of little bits that I want to sort out, so that's what we're going to start with, and I'm just going to tackle this room by room, because this has been a task I've wanted to do for a while, but I think it's felt super daunting. So we're just going to break it down. We're going to do it room by room. It's going to be nice and simple. I'm going to do this over like days/weeks. This isn't going to be a one-day thing because, again, I'm daunted by doing this, so we're just going to get there. We're going to do a little reset. It's really dark and gloomy out today, so I feel like it's the perfect kind of weather to be inside sorting this kind of thing out on and off for the next few weeks. I'll listen to a couple of audiobooks and some music, I'm sure. Let's do it. I'm excited. I really want to get going, and filming it helps motivate me. So, starting with my bedroom. Okay, this corner is my first task. Ta-da. When I say I'm taking it room by room, I'm also taking it corner of room by corner of room. So we've got my bedside table. We have like all of my travel bags I need to sort out, and then just up here. Now, I'm also, as well as like organising stuff, I'm just cleaning. I do a weekly clean anyway, but I'm going to kind of try and do like a deep clean. So I'm going to just clean this. Everything here is as I want it to be anyway. This is my current read, which is Madam by Phoebe Wynne. I literally started last night, so I've barely read any of it, but it's a dark academia and I'm enjoying it so far. And then I'm going to put these somewhere else partially, or I'm going to keep like a couple of them there, but this is just all the different types of travel bags I have, and I think I could fit them in a suitcase, so I'm going to try and put them in my suitcase. It's in my cupboard, and clear that space a little bit, and then just give this a bit of a dust and a clean. And the bedroom is done. I didn't think that would take too long, and it didn't. It was mainly just giving everything a bit more of a deep clean. I sorted out the little corner area here, so I just reduced the amount of bags that were in there and put some of them in my suitcase, and just rejigged this little area a little bit. Hang on, I'll go around there. Just rejigged this a little bit because I do want to keep collecting the One Piece books, so this gives me a little bit more room to stack them upwards for whilst I keep them in here. I don't really know why I'm keeping my manga in here, but it fits here, so here it shall stay. I got my oil burner going just to make it smell nice. This plant, it did not survive me being away, but I'm trying to bring it back. It's not doing very well at all. Hopefully it's okay. The rest of them mostly were all okay, but this one has been a bit of a casualty. So we're pretty much done in here. Now to tackle my ensuite. I think this is my most annoying room to clean because it's the one I have to clean the most often. There's no window in here. There's just an extractor fan. It gets really dusty, and also this. This unit here, I have not gone through this ever, I don't think. So we're gonna go through this because this has become a right mess. So I need to just generally clean the bathroom and empty out the unit there. I don't know which one to start with because neither of them are tasks I want to do. Just to show you what we're dealing with, everything is just thrown in here. It's awful. I usually am fairly organised in my cupboard space, but I think this has just become prey to me just being like, oh, I'll just put it in there, I'll just put it in there. And then we've also got this, which is just a mess. I have an SCRIBD razor subscription, which is what these are, and they have sent me so many. I do keep pausing it, and then I forget and it unpauses itself. I have got so many razor blades that I don't know what to do with them all. So, I can't even shut it properly. This is a big task to do. Do you know what? I think I'm going to start with this because this is my most dreaded. So we're going to start here, then I'm just going to give the bathroom like a general clean. Okay, my ensuite is done. Sorry I don't film much of this because it's not very exciting to clean a bathroom, but I have cleaned it all and I have organised this. Look at that. Also, this is how many razor heads I have. I mean, I haven't counted them, but there's probably about 15 in there, which is just ridiculous. So, whoops. And I've also organised this. It's also neat and tidy, so I'm feeling much better about that now. I don't really know which room to go on to next. I feel like I can keep going. I was intending to just do my bedroom and my ensuite today, but I think I might go on to my other bathroom and then maybe make a start on my office. I feel like I've got the bug for it now. I just want to keep going. This corner has become my dumping ground, so this is what we're tackling next. I have now done my main bathroom, but again, I don't need to film cleaning my bathrooms. I feel like that's just really boring, so we're going to do this. Sorry, this vlog is very much just me pointing at things, being like, we're going to clean this, but progress is being made. I feel good about it. This is just, I don't even know. We have like my raincoats, tissues, just crap, and then my shoes, which aren't too bad. There's just too many of them. But anyway, let's sort this out. let's talk progress, because I have got way more done than I expected to. I genuinely thought I would get like 1 or 2 rooms done max today, but I am on a roll. I think I've done my lounge. I have put a couple of books away. I've just generally done some dusting and bits, but there was a load of books here that I had stacked up, and I like to log the books that I have on my shelves in my Notion, so I have some kind of record. The great flaw of that system is that I keep forgetting to take them off when I unhaul them, so I need to find a way to go through all of that soon and watch my unhaul videos to remove all the books. But anyway, I've logged all the books, put them away. I've also moved the books that I have for sale at the moment down here. Can you see that? There. I had those in my office, but I think that they just make more sense to just sit there out of the way. I'm selling a load of books on my Vinted, so those are those books. I will leave a link down below if you do want to check out my Vinted. There's a load of paperbacks, hardbacks, special editions, all sorts of things. Anyway, so that's down there. I'm gonna go to my office next. Well, I say next, that's like the last room, and my kitchen and my office. But I'm gonna cut up a pineapple right now. My mum gave me a pineapple yesterday, so I'm gonna have that as a snack and then keep going. It's just so good. Okay, we're in my office now, and I feel like this is going to be the biggest bulk of the reset because I want to clear out my wardrobe. Well, I don't want to clear it. I'm not going to get every single thing out, but I want to get rid of some things in here that I have that maybe don't fit me anymore, don't suit me anymore, or things I just don't really wear anymore. I think I try and do this regularly, but I don't think I've been ruthless enough. And there's so much in here, and I would like to actually have some clothes in here that I feel really good about myself in. Some of them I do, for sure, but I definitely haven't really updated the wardrobe to suit what I need from it, so that's a goal. And then I'm also just going to generally sort out clean, tidy way bits in here. This is definitely the most daunting part of this, so I'm gonna stop talking and actually start doing it. I'm hoping I can clear out a good amount of stuff. It's giving self-care chic vibes. Good morning. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me today because I'm trying to work on myself a little bit, as well as just make sure my environment around me has had a reset. I want to make sure I have as well, because honestly I just feel like I am constantly so busy. There isn't a moment where I'm not thinking of like at least 2 or 3 things in my head that I'm planning or needing to do, and it's just becoming so much that I feel like I'm losing that time for myself and to just craft those moments. But also any small tasks are just becoming really big tasks, and I feel like I need to work on my mindset to just kind of neutralize that a little bit. Anyway, that all being said, we are doing a get ready with me this morning. Nothing fancy, just a normal get ready with me. I might try and make a little bit more effort with my makeup because that is something I used to do a lot, and I think I did it a lot consistently throughout a lot of the lockdowns, and then when I moved here I just kind of lost it a little bit, and I just want to bring a little bit of that back because I did used to quite enjoy it. I thought we'd also have a little bit of a chat about kind of beauty standards and things, I guess, and the pressures around that, and anything I speak about is just my own personal experiences. This is just me sprouting out thoughts as I'm doing my makeup. I have already put primer on. I don't really know where to start, to be honest. We might do a little bit more than just what I normally do today, maybe. Also, just saying from the off, I'm not fantastic at doing makeup at all, so please just overlook that a little bit. So I have been wearing just concealer for about 6 months now, maybe ish, give or take, and that has been a huge confidence thing for me. The reason I've been doing that is because I became really reliant on doing a full face of makeup every day, and that was starting to become something I didn't like about myself. I was not liking the way I looked when I didn't do a full face of makeup, and obviously doing a full face of makeup every single day when I'm working from home, it just is not needed, but I was still doing it every single day, and I wasn't good at it either. As you'll be able to tell here. So I was doing this full face and it wasn't even staying on properly, or like it was staying on, but it just wasn't quite what I wanted it to be. I couldn't work out why certain things were happening. I was looking online at tutorials and tips. I got different products, I switched it up, I looked at like different people's thoughts, and I just couldn't quite get it right. And I think obviously skin changes over time, it changes with diet and environment and stress levels. And my skin had definitely changed from when I was younger. And I used to do the same makeup, and I had not changed how I did my makeup. So I kind of thought I'd give my skin a break, and I'd give my brain a break, and I would just let myself exist without foundation on, and I would like what I saw in the mirror. Part of that was actually getting lash extensions, which I've had for probably about 6 months now, 5 or 6 months, maybe a bit less than that actually. And this was such a good decision. I had never ever worn false lashes ever, and I thought I would just jump right in and try out lash extensions because I had heard so many good things about them, but also I thought the confidence that would give me, because one of the main areas I wasn't as confident was around my eyes. Like if I didn't wear mascara, I felt like I looked really naked in the eye. My eye, like this section of my face kind of is a bit heavier and hooded, and it droops down over my eye, so my mascara or my winged eyeliner would bring my eye back up again, and without that I felt really conscious. And that was also something, as well as the no foundation thing, that was also something that I wanted to work on. So I got the lash extensions, and the first time I got them at a lady in my town, and it was really bad. They were all stuck together, it looked horrendous, like they were so long at the ends that I could have just flown away, and I felt awful. I was like, oh no, I made a terrible mistake. Oh my god, I look horrendous. The lady that does my eyebrows and my nails is actually back in my family town where my family live, because I went to her when I lived with them, and I love going to her, so I continue to go to her. And she also does lashes, but you have to get lashes topped up quite regularly, and I didn't want to commit myself to that, to going back there, because it's about a 50-minute-ish drive. It's not too long, but like I didn't want to have that commitment. And then I thought, you know what, sod it. I know she's going to do them right. So I went to her, and honestly, I love it. It does mean I have got maintenance of them, but it's a small price to pay for me for the confidence that it gives me. And oh man, does it give me confidence. Like filming videos and stuff, it gives me so much more confidence in my appearance. And I think it has allowed me to stop with the foundation, and arguably I've switched one reliance for another, but this is something I feel a lot better about because it's just there. I wake up, I brush them, I clean them, like it's there, and I really like them. So I think, yeah, the confidence levels for me that was attached to the foundation has definitely improved, and I genuinely have not worn a full face of makeup with foundation included in that for that long, and I don't know when I will again. I suppose I've been out in the evening for drinks and stuff, and I've still worn like just concealer, and I feel really great that my confidence levels have felt like I could do that. I think with makeup you kind of train yourself to respond to your face in certain ways, and if you don't have a specific type of makeup on, like let's say you always do your brows and then you don't do your brows, you're gonna look at your face and think, what's wrong, what's off with my face? And maybe if someone sees you, they might be like, oh, are you feeling okay, something's not quite right, which is what I had. Like if I stopped wearing foundation, I had people saying that I looked ill because I was paler, so I kind of combated that in other ways. But like I think you're so used to seeing your face in a certain way that when you remove one of those things, it's not a bad thing, but it just looks different, I think, and that takes some time to get used to. I don't really know what to do next. I really want to do some eyeshadow, but honestly, I haven't done eyeshadow once since I got these lashes because I don't really know how to do it properly without ruining the lashes. Like, obviously I clean the lashes every day, but I don't know, should we give it a go? I have stowed my eye stuff in here somewhere. I think this is my eyelid primer. I have no idea if you actually need this or if it's a hoax, but I've been using it ever since I was a teenager, and I used to do some very elaborate eyeshadow when I was a teenager with not the mascara or the eyeliner to match. I would do like rainbow, like literally a rainbow on each eye, and that would be my eye makeup. And I wouldn't really do that much mascara or any eyeliner, so I would just have this like really bright rainbow. It looked interesting. It definitely looked interesting. Anyway, back to talking about beauty standards. So I think it's so difficult now when you see not only people, watching TV, watching things like the Bold type, for example, they are fabulous, empowering women. I haven't done my powder, have I? See, I'm not used to doing this much now at all. This isn't even much makeup, but I forget the steps. Where's my powder? Let's lock it in. Anyway, the Bold type, such a good TV show, but they're all beautiful. They're all fully made up every single day in the show. Even when they're having a down day, they're still made up. And I watch that and I'm like, why can't you just look like a slop? Like, you just have fabulous shiny what is it called? Eyeshadow. And you just look great all the time. And I think that that's the kind of one level of beauty standards that we know it's a TV show. We know that they've got a professional makeup team and hair team, and we know that they're going to look great because it's a TV show. But then I think with the growth of social media, we have a facility to see everyday people. putting it like that, as opposed to people that are in TV shows with their own makeup people following them around. Like, you know, we've got the opportunity to see people that are in their homes, that are creating content, and they also look fabulous. You know, they're creating this amazing content, they look fabulous. Like, obviously, that's all great. But we're now seeing kind of the everyday people also looking like this. And I think that that just builds and builds and builds these, like, unspoken expectations on us because you just see it everywhere and it's really difficult to get away from it. And I think that's where I kind of struggle, is I just have all these expectations I feel like I need to meet for myself, not for anybody else, just in my own head that I've created them, and I'm just not doing it. I need to find my eyeshadow, hang on. I have so many palettes of eyeshadows that I've forgotten about, I'm so sorry. I'm apologising to the eyeshadows, I don't know why. See, oh, look at all these golds. Okay, let's do some of these. Should I do it with my finger? I'm kind of tempted to just go in with the finger. We're gonna do that. Do I have a neutral that's not shiny? Okay, I know I'm probably committing all sorts of eyeshadow fraud at the moment, but, like, you know, it's fine. I did used to do eyeshadow every single day and was very in the habit of doing quite nice eyeshadow, but I think the lashes, the beauty of the lashes is they've given me the confidence to feel like I don't need to do it every day. Anyway, I don't really know what this ramble has become, but I'm basically just saying that beauty standards are high. It is difficult to find out where you fit. There is no expectation that anyone needs to meet those beauty standards, and a lot of the expectations is stuff we put on ourselves, and that's really difficult because how do you get around that when it's your own brain that's doing it? Obviously, like marketing and advertising and stuff, it all feeds into it, and there is a lot going against that at the moment as well. I love the empowering messages behind marketing that's started to emerge now, like not exclusively, but there's certainly a lot of places that are becoming a lot more accepting of how people actually want to present themselves and what we want to do, not what we feel like we're doing because an advert has told us that. I don't think that sentence made any sense. I don't really know what I was saying there, but basically just, you know, a lot of adverts historically have been created to tell us to do certain things, so we will buy that product. And I think there's more stuff coming out now that is like accepting that that isn't the only way to do things, and I like that. I can't think of any examples off the top of my head, but I've definitely seen it. Should I put a little bit underneath? I could just use a brush. I'm not gonna. I don't know why. I'm feeling defiant. Anyway, I think that's my beauty standards ramble. It's difficult. Everybody feels it. I look in the mirror regularly and feel like I'm beating myself up, which I hate, and I need to get better at that, and that is one of the things that I kind of want to reset in my brain as well, I suppose. I don't want to feel like that's my go-to thought process, that I don't like the way I look, or that I feel like X, Y, or Z isn't quite right about the way I look. And I have been getting better at it. Like, for example, I used to also do my brows every single day. After stopping wearing the foundation and everything, I was still doing my brows, and I was like, do you know what? I've got fairly dark brows anyway. I've got quite pronounced brows anyway. What would happen if I didn't do them? Would I notice much of a difference? I started to beat myself up about not doing my brows, thinking like something looked off about me, and then I realised it was literally just all in my head, and if I just stopped doing them for a little while and got used to it, then I would be used to it. And now I am not doing my brows because I genuinely don't feel like I have a need to. I don't think. Sometimes I might, if they're a bit unruly or like I'm waiting to get them done, I might, but I honestly don't feel the need. I'm gonna do a bit of eyeliner as well, because why the hell not? I do have this gold. I think I have a copper or a bronzy. Hang on. Kind of bronzy? Coppery? I don't know. Should we do that? That could be fun. Or just like an understated brown. Not really sure what I want from this. What do I have? I have green. Why don't I have just neutral colours? I have green, purple. I have like a white. Where's my brown eyeliner? Do I not have a brown anymore? I have pink. Okay, interesting. I would love just a brown eyeliner. I don't know where that is. I don't think I have one anymore. Did I wear it down? Found another teal. I have everything but the brown I want. Do I need to pick a brown eyeliner up? I have a brown brow pencil. I wonder if that would do the job. Okay, I got no clue where that is, so we're gonna go with a different colour. I guess like purple's the darkest. I don't think it's very pronounced, this one. Let's have a look. Oh shit. That's not bad. I think I can work that. I'm gonna sharpen it a little bit to get the corner. We'll do a little wing. I used to be so good at doing wings. I used to do wings every single day, and I definitely think I've lost it a little bit since being out of practice, but we'll give it a go. I don't think it matters so much with, oh no, I just did a smudge on the top of my eyelid. I don't think it matters so much with pencil eyeliner because it's so shapeable that you can kind of craft it into whatever you want, whereas liquid, it's like, oh, you made a mistake? Yeah, good luck getting rid of that. Okay, I think that works. It's very subtle. You probably can't even tell, but I can tell, and that's what matters. I want to try today and get a journal, if I can. Not a journal, a diary for just writing down what I've got going on day to day. I use an app called Things, which is a godsend. I really like Things, but I like something written down, and I do have a really big planner. I can't remember the brand name. It's something to do with a fox. Can't remember the brand name, but I do have it's huge. It's like an A4 planner, and it is really good, but I feel like I need something smaller just to keep open on my desk all the time, because I have so many things that I'm doing, and I think that's part of why I feel so hectic, because there's lots of things, but they're not all needing to be done right at the same time, but they're all in my head, like bouncing around right at the same time. So I feel like I need to get some kind of management on that. Is this okay? Have I done okay? Now what I used to do is then do like a gold line underneath, but I think we're just going to keep it as this and then go for a lip. I've got these two really awesome Benefit colours. They're like lip glosses that sit like lipsticks. So I've got a darker red and then like more of a pinky colour. I think I'll go for the red today. Maybe. I used to wear this all the time like a couple of months ago, maybe more than that, like more at the start of the year, so it would have been in a lot of my videos, and then the upkeep of it throughout the day just annoyed me, so I stopped. See, many things, there's a theme going on here. It's just nice to make an effort, you know? I managed to get that so much on my face. Okay, I'm really bad at doing lip stuff, and I also have such a small top lip that I don't know if it draws more attention to it or makes it better. I'm not really sure what it does, but I think we'll call that done, maybe. I don't know. See, I think this is also why I stopped wearing makeup, because I felt like I did it. I looked in the mirror and I was like, it's just over the top and I don't like it. I need to get used to an in-between. I think I got used to myself with a full face, and then I got used to myself with barely any makeup on. Like my day-to-day makeup is literally like, I don't even know where it is. A balm type of concealer, blusher and bronzer, and that is it. And it takes me about 30 seconds to do. So this is a little bit different. And the lip always makes me feel like it's intense. Also, I need to sort my hair out. So anyway, the lighting isn't great. I'm trying to defend my makeup look. Let's put some perfume on. Let's do that. My perfume, if anyone cared, is Amongst the Orange Groves, which is a perfume from M&S. It's so reasonably priced and it lasts all day, and I always get compliments on it. I always use Lord of Misrule from Lush because I love that, but this is such a big bottle. Also, the lid's really cool. I like it. Anyway, I've talked for a long time here, so enjoy. I need to go film a video, then I'm going to head into town and try and source this planner thing and a couple of other bits. I meant to go to town yesterday and didn't have time, so I need to go and do that, and then, I don't know, sort out the rest of my office, I guess. Okay, this is today's attempt at trying to make an effort with my appearance a little bit more than I would usually. I don't think it's gone too badly. I need to crack on now because it is just gone past 11 and I have a video to film. I need to go into town and I've got a little bit of freelance work to do as well, so I need to get on. But ta-da! Look how gloomy it is. It's such a perfect autumn day, but not so perfect for needing to go into town. I've done all the filming and things I needed to do today, so now what's left is just to go into town. I was going to walk. I think I'm going to drive because it's really, really rainy, but I want to try and find a planner. I also just want to have a look in a couple of the clothing shops, because I think when I was unhauling clothes yesterday, which I need to keep doing today, I'm just realising that so many of the things I have, nothing really matches anything else. And I think that's maybe changed the way I dress, because I used to have specific outfits that matched, whereas now I just have random trousers and random tops. And I don't know how flattering much of it actually is of me anymore. So I just wanted to have a little glance just to see and just have a little bit of a look. So yeah, that's the plan. Just have a mooch around town really and see hopefully if I can find a planner, because I need to get my life in order. We have not caught up in a hot minute. It's been like 3 or 4 days, I think. I got my planner that I set out to get. I had a little bit of trouble finding this, but I got one that's like hour by hour. And so far it's kind of been helping. It helps for me to be able to write down everything, to color code it, and just to work out what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and for who I am doing it for. It's just a case of actually sticking to it. I think it's more like a mental block out of knowing that from X time to X time I am doing this task. I think that's going to be helpful, but I'm only 3 days into using it at the moment. So I did get this, and hopefully it'll continue to help me out, because I just need some clarity in my head. I think the idea of doing a reset vlog for me wasn't just about like resetting my environment, but obviously, as I've said, resetting my brain a little bit as well. I just feel really overwhelmed with stuff at the moment, and I don't see an end to that. I think it's making me feel quite stressed and busy in my brain all the time, and it doesn't help as well that at the moment I'm going through the process to try and get a diagnosis of ADHD. So there's just a lot of different noises shouting very loudly in my head right now. I work 3 different jobs, which is a lot. It's a lot, and that is, I think, starting to weigh down on me as to how much that is. And it's not in a burnout way, it's nothing like that. I don't need to take a break from anything. It's just the fact that this is what my life is like, and this is what my day-to-day is like. And that is a lot when you're doing it on the daily, and I don't really know how to process that anymore. I've been doing it for so long now that I definitely, you know, I know how to plan out and structure every day to make sure I get everything in it, but I think it's just the never-ending level of where we're at right now. I wrote down in my journal yesterday that I feel like I need to both slow down and speed up, and I think that is just the perfect summary of the contradictions happening in my brain right now, and I don't know how to combat that. And I just kind of wanted to talk about that honestly here, because I think that, you know, a reset vlog is a great idea to just kind of put everything right, but just filming it and saying that I'm doing it and making this content around it doesn't mean that it's necessarily actually having an impact and actually is allowing me to do that reset. I was speaking to my mum about it the other day, and she was like, you just need a big reset, don't you? And I was like, that's what I'm trying to do. So I am, you know, I'm really trying to actively work out within this vlog and just generally at the moment how I can do that. I don't just want to say, you know, yep, I'm resetting, I'm just going to do these things and that's going to do it. I want to work out what is going to actually make my brain reset a little bit and click into the best, most productive gear that it needs to be able to manage all of these things at once. One of the reasons that I got this as well was so that I could lay out my free time, because I do somehow out of all of this still end up with free time, and I want to make sure that I am carving out when that should be. I don't often remove myself from my desk to take a lunch break, so I think that is one of the things I'm going to try and integrate and write that into here to actually take the lunch break. Also, just knowing that I'm done in the evening, I tend to just come back in here and work until like 9 or 10 at night some days, just doing edits because I know they need to be done, but actually like they can still be done tomorrow, that's fine. I don't need to be here so late doing them, so it's just kind of having that cut-off time as well to know that I need to stop. I think the thing is, when you work for yourself, and 2 of my jobs are working for myself in a way, one of them is freelance, obviously working with clients, and then the other is my content. But when you work in that way, you have to self-motivate, and you have to be able to pick up that time within your own time and be able to make that work. And I do make it work, and I know I do a good job of this. And again, this isn't about burnout. I don't feel like I need that break. It's just a case of, this has been my life for, I mean, with these 3 jobs for a year now. It's always been my content and then my day job as a social media manager for a marketing agency, which is now part-time. But now I've got the freelance stuff on top of that, where I do work for Paper and Word, which I love. But it's having that juggling of all of those things and just making sure that everything gets the time it needs, including me. Anyway, this is just a bit of a rant because I just wanted to talk about it, because I'm not feeling my best at the moment. I think coming back off of my trip, obviously whenever you come back from anything like that, it's always a feeling of like, you're so happy it happened, but you're so sad it's over and that you don't get to look forward to it anymore. And I think I did so much work in preparation for going there for all of my jobs that I kind of thought when I got back it would be easier, because I'd basically spent the last 2 months doing double/triple my workload. So I thought when I got back, well, I'm not going to be doing that anymore, so it's going to be easier. And it just hasn't yet. I think on top of that, mentally, I'm just a little bit, I don't know where I'm at, to be honest. I think I'm at a point where little tiny things are becoming bigger things, and then big things are just becoming even bigger. Like, I got back from town the other day and my roof was leaking again. I have 4 leaks in my roof at the moment, at least 4 leaks that I can tell. I live on a top floor flat. The flat is obviously owned by an external company. The roof is the issue. The company are in control of that. I have been on at them for a year. I'm not exaggerating, it's literally been a year to try and fix this. They have done 3 temporary fixes. We have got to the point right now where there is scaffolding outside my home. That scaffolding was put up on the wrong side of my flat, and needs to be moved, and it's been there for a month and a half. I did tell the guys when they were setting up that the scaffolding needed to be on the other side of the building. I'd had people come and look at this, I'd had it explained to me what the problem was, I knew where the problem was, and I'd also been told what side the scaffolding was going to be put up. I told them that it was going up on the wrong side, and they told me I was wrong. Which is always a really great feeling, and they continued to set it up on that side. I did insist quite a few times it was on the wrong side. They continued to tell me it would be fine because they'd already started. They hadn't got that far into it when I told them this because I was out and I came back and saw them doing it. So that's been set up on the wrong side and needs to be moved. Funny that. So once that's done, the roof can be fixed. But it's things like that with like the roof leaking, and every time it rains, it's so cozy and it's so nice like as an atmosphere when it rains, but I'm just terrified that my roof is going to give way because of the various areas of damp that are forming, and it's in my bedroom, which is really great for my health to be sleeping with that as well. So generally, I'm just having a rant now, okay? This has just become like a little chat section of this vlog. I know we already had a chat section when I was doing my makeup, but apparently I needed another one. It's bigger things like that, and then also just kind of combating other little things going on in my life that I won't bore you with. But I think I'm just having a little bit of a time at the moment where I feel like I'm in this weird limbo state and I'm not really sure what direction things are going to head in or what direction I should be pushing them in. And I'm just kind of trying to stay afloat with it all and make it all work, and it is working, but it's just, I don't think that it's working in the right way, and I think I need to figure that out. So that is kind of, I suppose, a whole other spiel of like why I really want to work out the right way to reset my brain. I've reset my environment partially. I haven't done my office yet. I still need to do that. I keep saying that, but I just haven't really had the space to dedicate to it, the time to dedicate to it. I will do that, but I just need to work out the right way to get on board with everything. I really, really do. This is such a long spiel, but anyway, that's that. I do have a box to open for you. This is the September Fairy Loot adult box. I am a rep for Fairy Loot. If you'd like to receive 5% off your first box in the YA subscription box, you can use the code I do believe in fairies at checkout. Let's have a look inside this. If you don't want to see spoilers for the September book for the adult box, then skip to this timestamp here. The theme for this book is Beneath the Mask, and I've already seen the cover. It's really pretty. The book is Son of Blood and Ruin by Marilee Lares. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I will check that. This is sprayed edges, stop it! These book boxes and their sprayed edges. This whole book is beautiful. Let's have a look under the dust jacket. There's the end pages under the dust jacket. It's so pretty! Okay, it's stunning. Oh, hang on. There's the reverse of the dust jacket. The back end pages. Let's have a look what this is about because it's beautiful. The empire of Moctezuma II has long fallen, a city raised on the bones of Tenochtitlan? I'm probably butchering that completely. None dare whisper the names of their gods or speak of the magic that once graced the land, of the witches who hunted as jaguars, the warriors who soared as eagles, until a new name emerges, a curse on the lips of the Spanish, a hero in the hearts of the people, a masked vigilante, a sorceress with a blade, Pantera. But that is not her only name. To all who know her, Leonora de la Casas Tlazolhidzin, this is really tested by pronunciation, I will look these things up, is a glittering jewel of court, promised to the heir of the Spanish throne. The respectable Lady Leonora faints at the sight of blood and would sooner be caught dead than wield a sword, even against a dauntless thief with a cutting smile. No one suspects that Leonora and Pantera are one and the same. Leonora has fooled them all, and with the magic of her ancestors running through her veins, she is nearly invincible, until an ancient prophecy of destruction threatens and she is forced to decide, surrender the mask or her life. But the legendary Pantera is destined for more than an early grave, and once she discovers the truth of her origins, not even death will stop her. I definitely butchered pronunciations there, I apologise, I will look those up, but this sounds fantastic, it looks beautiful. This is the September adult box for, it's the September book for the Fairy Loot adult box. There is also some character art and an author letter as well. Hang on, let me tell you who the cover is designed by. This features a redesigned cover, digital sprayed edge with a solid top and bottom edge, foil on the hardcover, all by Michaela Alcano design, artwork on the end papers and reversible dust jacket by St. Drury, and a digital signature. And there's also an author letter and character print on the reverse side, also by St. Drury. Thank you so much, Fairy Loot, for sending this my way. And as I said, if you would like to receive 5% off your first box in the YA monthly subscription with Fairy Loot, you can use the code I do believe in fairies at checkout. Hello, it's another day, it's another week. I am feeling a lot better this week. I've entered into this week with a clearer mindset, I feel. I am trying to tackle those small little tasks first before they take up unnecessary space in my brain and cause me to stress, so I can't really get to the bigger tasks with as clear a brain as I would like. That has really helped. I think that was a bit of a revelation that it shouldn't have taken me that long to have, but when you've got small tasks and you leave them till the end of the day, they're in your brain as well as all these big tasks, whereas if you just do the small tasks first, they're at your brain and you've only got the big tasks. I think one of the big things I was struggling with and wanted to do for this reset is just simplify everything that's happening in my head, and I can do that through organisation, but I also need to do that through action, and that is what I've been trying to do. So I feel a lot better than I did last week, because last week I really didn't feel great, as you could probably tell. I finished tidying and cleaning my office. I've got rid of a couple more clothes, but not many. I think I might do the tactic where you turn your coat hanger the other way around in the wardrobe and then see what you end up wearing. My issue is I do sometimes go back for things that I haven't worn for like 8 months and think I really fancy wearing this right now. So I don't want to get rid of things for the sake of it. I want to get rid of things because I don't think that it flatters me. I don't feel comfortable in it. It doesn't fit me the same way, or I just don't want it. You know, I want there to be a purpose behind getting rid of stuff. I want to feel really good about my wardrobe, and when I put my clothes on, I want to feel really good in my clothes. So I am getting there with that. It's taken a little bit of time. I'm going to shortly be browsing a couple of shops in town, because I did try and do that last week, but my brain, it just wasn't in the mindset, you know? It wasn't there. It was not a good week for me last week, but I've had the weekend. I've recouped. I went to Bristol actually yesterday with my mum to Cabot Circus, which is a really great shopping centre there. It has so many good shops, and we had a little bit of a browse. I got a couple of bits there, so that was good, because I don't want to build like a capsule wardrobe, because I just don't think that's going to work for me, but I want to build a wardrobe that has some staple pieces that I think are very nice pieces that I like wearing, that I feel good in, that I think match things, and that I can just go to without having to put too much thought into it and know that it will look nice. I think that's going to help the busyness of my brain as well, to know that I can just pick this out and this looks nice and I don't have to put too much thought into it. So I'm trying to work towards that at the moment. Also in town, I really want to find, I have a want that might be a need. You know the little Jellycat pumpkin? I really want to see if I can find the Jellycat pumpkin. We have 2 shops in town that do Jellycats, and I just want to have a look, because, you know, it's the first day of autumn at the weekend. It's happened. We're in autumn. As much as I am a summer girly, I do love autumn, and I want this little pumpkin because it's so cute. So I'm gonna have a look for that. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I definitely feel better to last week, and I feel like I'm getting more on track with this reset. I don't know at what point I'm going to end this vlog, because I don't think this is going to reach an end that I've just reset myself. But we're working towards it. It's progress. I want to be honest and just keep the conversation flowing about the fact that this isn't necessarily an easy overnight thing that you can just do. It is something I really do need to do. I need my brain to sort out, because I can't keep going as I have been. And it's just trying to find the right way to do that and vlog it in the process. Anyway, I'm going to go to town soon and try and find a little pumpkin, because that is what adulting is, and it's important and I need it. I found one! He's so cute! I haven't come up with a name yet. Any suggestions? Welcome in the comments. I think I might put him on my desk. He was completely sold out in 2 of the shops I went into, and then I last minute found him in another one, and I'm so happy I did. Okay, I feel like he needs a little spot on the desk here. He's so cute. There was a bigger one that I really liked, but he was the one that I set out to get. I need to rearrange this a little bit, but he's so cute. I don't think that looks any different, but I did rearrange it slightly, but there we go. I need to name him. I picked these up as well in Marks & Spencer's, zombie eyeballs. They're just hollow chocolate, but they're so good and I look forward to them every year. Halloween chocolate, best kind of chocolate. Sainsbury's used to do another eyeball form that had, like, the inside was kind of Kinder-esque. It was interesting. It had a popping candy in it, I think, with, like, the inside of a Kinder egg in the middle of it. It was so good, and they haven't done them for ages. Every year I go and check, but these are second to those, and they are so good. So I'm gonna stream some Fae Farm now, and then I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna eat these. Finally, the scaffolding is being put on the right side of my flat to fix the leak in my roof. Finally. It's pretty loud, but I can deal with that to know that the roof is going to be fixed, which I feel like is a good end point for this vlog, because that has been something that's been looming over me and something I have needed sorting for a while. So I'm going to wrap up the reset because I feel like I have definitely done a good job of resetting my environment, and I definitely feel like I've done a good job of resetting myself as best as I can. I definitely feel so much better from last week. I feel calmer. I feel like I've got my tasks under control. I'm doing the little things so I can then do the bigger things. Everything feels like it's falling a lot more into place. It isn't just an overnight thing. And I definitely need to keep myself on track, but I certainly feel better, and I'm really glad that I did this vlog because I think this has helped to keep me on task. And I think it's been a really fun vlog to film as well, and I know I called it an autumn reset, but I feel like the vlog has just got me further into the autumn spirit as well and just feels more autumnal than I expected it to be. So thank you so much for watching this video. It's been a bit of a roller coaster. I've definitely been a bit all over the place, but I feel so much better now. And I'm so excited for the rest of my week actually, because tomorrow I'm going to Oxford to film a horror book haul video, and I'm also just going to have a little shop about there as well. And I would love to be able to go to TK Maxx to look at their homeware section for autumn as well in that video. I don't know if I'll have time or not, but I would really like to do that as well. So fingers crossed I can do all those things. Thank you for coming along with me on this autumn reset. I feel good. I feel ready for autumn. I've got a jumper on today. It's a thin jumper, but you know, it still counts. I'm excited. It's going to be good. And I'm excited for the rest of my week. I'm feeling a hell of a lot more optimistic, which is good. It's a nice feeling. So thank you for coming along on this little journey with me. Now my roof's getting fixed, so it's all good. All the good things are happening. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.